Hi, this is the 8th part of the book Atomic Focus Book. What to do when you've lost focus. Zahariades emphasizes that losing focus isn't a failure, it's inevitable. What separates highly focused individuals from the rest isn't perfection, but recovery speed. He compares focus lapses to falling off a bike. If you waste time beating yourself up, you stay stuck. But if you calmly remount and keep pedaling, momentum returns. He introduces a 4-step focus recovery protocol. Awareness. Notice you've lost focus without judgment. Label the moment. I'm distracted right now. Pause and breathe. Reset your nervous system. Take 3 to 5 deep breaths. Let go of residual frustration or guilt. Re-clarify your intention. Ask, what was I trying to do right now? Reconnect with your original task or goal. Restart with a micro-task. Resume with a very small, clear step. This restores traction and suppresses resistance. The key takeaway: forgiveness fuels focus. Self-shaming fuels more distraction. Zahariades underscores that consistency is built on grace, not rigidity. He also recommends building recovery cues into your day. Simple tools like sticky notes with your daily intention, a physical token, e.g., bracelet, rock, that reminds you of your focus identity. Brief alarms labeled refocus that nudge attention back. The more you train this recovery reflex, the faster you return to intentionality after being pulled off course. Overcoming emotional resistance and task aversion. Zahariades notes that many focus struggles are emotional, not logistical. You know what you need to do, but a feeling of dread, anxiety, or resistance holds you back. Often this is mistaken for laziness or lack of discipline, but the root cause is emotional discomfort. He outlines 3 common emotional blocks. Fear of failure. You delay starting because you don't want to face poor performance. Perfectionism. You avoid the task because it feels impossible to do it right. Boredom or disinterest. The task feels meaningless or tedious, making focus hard to sustain. To handle emotional resistance, Zahariades recommends a strategy called drop the judgment, keep the action. Instead of arguing with your feelings, you simply acknowledge them and act anyway. Example internal dialogue. I don't want to do this. I'm feeling anxious and avoidant. That's okay. I'm still going to set a timer for 10 minutes and start. This separates your identity from your emotions. You become the kind of person who follows through, even when it's uncomfortable. He also promotes self-dialogue tools like, why does this matter? Anchor the task in your larger goals or values. What's the smallest next move? Shrink the task into something bite-sized and doable. How will I feel 10 minutes from now? Project yourself into post-action relief. Zahariades reminds readers that emotions are temporary, but meaningful work creates long-term satisfaction. The disciplined mind chooses future rewards over momentary escape. Taming the procrastination cycle. One of the most insidious enemies of focus is procrastination, which Zahariades calls a short-term mood repair strategy. It's not about laziness, it's about avoiding an emotion, stress, uncertainty, failure, tied to the task. He breaks procrastination into a familiar cycle. You face a task that feels difficult, boring, or scary. You postpone it to relieve tension. You feel guilt, shame, or stress from the delay. That emotional weight increases resistance to starting. You seek further distraction or numbing. The cycle repeats, often until crisis forces action. Zahariades outlines an interrupt, replace, reframe approach to escape this spiral. Interrupt, catch the pattern. Name it, I'm procrastinating. This kills its unconscious grip. Replace, instead of escapist distraction, insert a focus ritual. Deep breath, timer, single step. Reframe, tell yourself a new narrative. Starting now is easier than regretting later. He recommends having a go-to start action for tasks you often avoid. For writing, open the document and write 1 sentence. For exercise, put on your workout shoes. For email, set a 15-minute timer and read only the subject lines. When you design the first step to be frictionless, resistance drops dramatically. The momentum you build in the first 5 to 10 minutes becomes the energy you need to continue. How to reset a scattered day. Everyone has days where things fall apart. Meetings explode, emails flood in, a mood slump hits, or tech malfunctions derail your rhythm. Zahariades offers a midday reset routine to regain traction. Stop everything for 5 to 10 minutes. Walk away from your screen. Do a brain sweep dump every thought, task, or worry on paper. Circle the 3 most important items for the rest of your day. Schedule them into a short block, even if only 30 minutes. Finish the block and stop working if needed. A partial win is better than spiraling into aimlessness. He reminds readers you don't need to salvage the whole day, you just need to finish strong. One focused sprint after a chaotic morning can restore confidence and make the day feel like a win. He also suggests using transitional triggers, music, movement, or mantras to symbolically mark the end of distraction and the beginning of new focus. Example: okay, that happened. Now I'm back in control. Zahariades insists that no day is beyond saving if you have the tools and mindset to recalibrate. Focus, self-worth, and identity repair. In one of the book's more philosophical turns, Zahariades explores how focus failure affects self-worth. When you repeatedly fall short of your focus intentions, it's easy to internalize the identity of someone who can't stay on task. He warns against this toxic feedback loop: distraction, shame, avoidance, more distraction, identity erosion. To heal this cycle, Zahariades prescribes identity-first focus rebuilding. Affirm the truth: my focus isn't broken. My systems need tuning. Redefine success: one intentional action beats hours of scattered motion. Anchor to progress: keep a log of each time you catch yourself, reset, or finish a block. Build pride loops: celebrate small victories, not just finished projects. He reinforces that every time you follow through, you reinforce the identity of a focused person, and that identity is more powerful than willpower alone. Atomic focus, he argues, is ultimately about self-trust, believing that your attention is yours to direct, reclaim, and protect, one choice at a time. Thank you for listening. Please stay tuned for next upcoming part of this book.